My Goldspot mystery dip box just arrived. These are mystery fountain pen boxes that Goldspot Pens does every couple of months, and they always blow me away. I love the pens that they choose for these and the savings that you get. So I was so excited when I saw another one drop. I knew one was coming in October, so I've been on the lookout for it. And as of right now, these boxes are still in the shop. So if you like what you see, you can go over there and order yourself one. This particular box cost $145 and it has an MSRP of $243.50. So I'm expecting about $100 worth of additional value in the box. Now they specifically say it's off of MSRP. So these products might be a little bit cheaper in the store. Sometimes you see that where things have been marked down just a little bit. So we might see some of that. Now, they were a little bit more cagey this time on what they would say about what's in the box. So the few things that we do know, it's going to have a 50 milliliter bottle of ink. So I'm excited to see what that is. We have a pen that has a steel nib and is acrylic. Now, it took me a minute to figure that one out because you see a lot of resin pens, and so acrylic is kind of a subcategory under the resin pen category. So there were a couple of options that I figured out in there, but usually they tell us that the pen's going to be over X value. This time they didn't. So I think that was all they told us about the pen itself. Along with that, you know that the pens are going to be a variety of different nib sizes or colors. None of that is guaranteed. So there will be variation in the box, even with what I see in here. There is an additional item in here as well that is some kind of, what do they call it? An extra item that you'll find useful with your writing needs. I'm not sure what that means. So are you guys ready to open it up and see what's inside? Because I totally am. I'm excited. The last mystery dip that I opened, oh my goodness, it blew me away. It was so amazing. I'll link it up above for you guys because it was so fun. And I've gotten, 4 or 5 of these boxes over the last 2 years. I need them to put the label on a different side. Goldspot, if you could do that for me so that this makes it easier for the unboxing, that'd be appreciated. Ooh, I don't know what that is, but it looks pretty. I think it's the back of something. Okay. What do we think that is? Is it a notebook maybe? Oh, I think it is a notebook. Oh, and this is like a nice mesh bag that it's all in. Okay, and that is my receipt and stuff, so I'm going to take that out of the way. Okay, are we ready? Because we'll get some kind of idea of what pen and everything it is when I flip this over. So if you don't want to know, now's your chance to back out. Okay, here we go. Ooh, Tom Hessin? I don't think I know that brand. That was not on my list. I think the Kaweco art was on my list. And, there was another one that was a brand that I hadn't had anything by before. So, that's a Pelikan sticker. That's cute. But this bag is really nice. I'll probably keep that around. I use it to ship something to a friend. Okay, so this looks really cute. Okay, we're going to start with this. Oh, that's so pretty. I love a good notebook. Clairefontaine, I like their paper. It's a softbound book with an elastic closure, and it looks like it has a ribbon bookmarker in it. I like the design. Yellow on the inside. Oh, and then lined. I think this is pretty similar to some of my other notebooks, and it really performs well with fountain pen ink. So that's awesome. And I would say, I think this is an A5 size, just for clarification. I don't think it says anywhere on it though, but really cute notebook. The really cute Pelikan Goldspot sticker. You know, we love a good sticker. I want to do this one first. And I love that they wrapped it in like a paper so you can't see what ink you got. And I was trying to figure out what inks like came in 50 milliliter bottles because not all of them do. So I could rule out a couple. But there were also quite a few that still remain. Okay. So my best guess, because it had the most variety, was that it would be a diamine ink. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, it's a Pelikan Edelstein ink. The Golden Lapis Ink of the Year. This was it last year's Ink of the Year? I have a sample of this and I did really like it. Extra soft ink. I don't know what that means. What is a soft ink, guys? But, oh my goodness. This is such a big bottle. And I don't have any like bottles of Pelikan ink. Oh, look at that. I love the bottles. They're so pretty. And you can even see how it kind of goes like concave here. And has a nice, looks like big opening. You can kind of see a little bit of that ink in there, how it's a really pretty blue with some gold shimmer. I really liked this ink. I used my entire sample. Oh, even these sides have a little bit of a curvature to them. Okay, we will swatch this at the very end, but let's see what Tom Hessin, what pen that is, because I'm not sure. I know when I talked to them after the last mystery dip, which, speaking of that, if you do decide to order this and you want to support my channel, I will have a Goldspot affiliate link down below, and it doesn't give you any discount, unfortunately, but it would give me a little bit of affiliate points kind of thing, where I can use it in the shop to buy something for the channel. And that would be, I mean, it's just an easy way to support the channel. There it goes. Okay. It's a very big box. Okay, come on. I didn't look to see what nib size it is. Okay, I like the outside box. Very cute little emblem. Oh, we should zoom in for this. Hold on. Okay, are we ready? Oh, does it want to come up? Open, 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 open. Oh, okay. So, Birmingham Nor Charles Collection, Tom Hessin, 1870. So I don't know any steel pen. Oh, the Birmingham Pen Company? Is that maybe? Like they make, I know they have inks. Okay. So the finial on the top says TH, and it's a rounded finial. And we have rounded on this end. Very sleek design. And it said it would have a cartridge. This is Tom Hessin right there on the top. Looks like it's a medium nib. Feels a little more plasticky than I was expecting. So there's that. The cartridge must be in here. And okay. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Conklin, only the Conklin's a little bit longer. So we'll do some size comparisons here in a minute. So so you do get cartridges here. And there's your converter, which must be probably their brand. It doesn't look like some of the other ones that I have, so I'm guessing it's made specifically for them. And I think that's everything that's in here. So you get 2 ink cartridges plus the converter. Okay. All right, let's put the converter in here. It just clips in like that. And let's pull out some other pens to compare size and see, since this is a brand I've never used before and know absolutely nothing about. Oh, I have a Pro Gear Slim. Actually, this was the last mystery dip pen. So it's a little longer than a Pro Gear Slim. I don't think it's as big as an Estabrook though. Yeah, it's in between those. So maybe a Benu Briolet size. Let's see. Oh, that seems pretty accurate. Okay, so if you like the Benu size, and I wonder, is this one smaller? Yeah, it's a little bigger than my Estabrook JR here. This was also a mystery dip pen, FYI. So I'm going to take a minute and get some ink in here to test it with, as well as look up the prices on all these so I can tell you a little bit more about the products because I have no clue on them. All right, let's see how it writes. I did decide to just put the Edelstein ink in it so we can kind of swatch it and see how it writes at the same time. So, new pen, testing. Okay, I like the way it's writing. Let's see. Quick brown fox. Okay, I think I like this. I was a little uncertain because I've never heard of this brand before, but honestly, it's a very smooth writer. Very, very smooth. I think I'm overall super happy. And the flow seems really nice. I wonder what the pen width is. We can check that in a minute here. Yeah, I would say, as far as smoothness goes, it kind of reminds me of my Pilots, only it almost seems smoother in some way. Maybe because my Pilots are all fine or extra fine. I don't think I have anything bigger. So that could be the difference. Let me do a little bit of a swatch of this Edelstein ink for you as well using my Kakamori dip pen. I do really like the opening on this. So this is a metal cap. Oh, and I didn't shake it to get that shimmer all moving around. But you can really see how much of the shimmer came out in the top portion. I'll bring it up closer in a second here, but let's do this first. And then you'll see whether or not it kind of bleeds through. I do really like this particular blue though. It's not a boring blue. We'll put it that way. And it has a lot of shimmer to it. And I like me a lot of shimmer. Okay, so just to give you an idea there, kind of see how much shimmer is in that ink. And as far as the paper goes, now these aren't completely, I don't think that's dry yet. Oh, maybe it is. And just as an FYI, this gold actually has, it almost changes a little bit more bronzy depending on the angle. It's hard to show though on the camera. As far as bleed through goes, I don't really see any. mean, you can tell that that's been wet because I have a good amount of ink there. But otherwise, no issues. So overall, I think that's great. Now let's do a little bit of a price breakdown for you guys. Now, when I went to look up prices, I could find one of the items on the Goldspot site. So I'm going to say Goldspot, and our initial value that they told us was 200, and I'm going to double check it right now just so I don't misstate anything. Yes, I have random bits of washi on my desk. So, still in stock. There it is. So, we have a cost of $145, but an MSRP of $243.50. Now, when I looked up the Edelstein ink, which is the only one that is actually on the website, it's sold out, but it is there. So I'm sure it's sold out because it's in all these boxes. Provided, I wonder if they sent other colors of the Edelstein ink. I'd be curious to know. If you get one of these boxes, let me know. But that's it's being sold for $30, but its MSRP is $38 on the website. Nothing else was there. The Clairefontaine notebook we'll come back to because I couldn't find it on the website. They do have some other A5 size Clairefontaine notebooks, but they were like $20. And for some reason, I think they have a different cover. So I think that they are more expensive than this particular one. I would say that this is maybe a $10 book, but I could be off on that because I don't normally buy the Clairefontaine notebooks, so I don't know. Now, the pen, I didn't see on the website, and I know that they were specifically working with a seller to get the product, so that tells me that maybe it's a product they're thinking about carrying and want to see what the reaction is, that type of thing, or they worked out a special deal so they could send it to us. Now, because of the Birmingham that I saw in here, I thought, oh, maybe they relate it to the Birmingham Pen Company. That is not the case. Tom Hessin is actually a European, oh gosh, I don't think I saw what country, but it's in Europe. So it's being imported from there. The price on the website, because I went to actually the Tom Hessin website, and the price was in pounds. So it was, let me see here, 150 pounds. And when I went to convert that over to dollars, and I do not know when they made their order, so it may have been different when they made their order. I don't know. And this isn't including any kind of shipping or import taxes or any of that. So just keep that in mind. But the conversion gave me 202.17. Now, if I added the 202.17 and the 38, that gave me, and subtracted it from our MSRP, it gave me a value for $3.33 for our notebook. I feel like the notebook is worth more than $3.33. So I don't know if they undercalculated or, there was a difference because of tariff cost and things like that. But it's an under what they estimated. So I'm okay with that. It maybe, either way, it's a really good value, and I'm really happy again with the pen that I got, even if it wasn't a pen I was expecting. So, which threw me off a little bit. And I will say that this pen unfilled is extremely light. It felt almost insignificant in some way. compared to some of my other pens. I think I was expecting it to have the weight of my Esterbrook, but it doesn't. It's a much lighter pen. But once you fill it with ink, it has a much nicer weight to it, if that makes sense. And I think I'm happy with that. The other thing that I saw on the website is this is actually a brand that's been around for quite a while. So these little stars here on the clip, those stand for each generation that has been in this business. So 5 generations back, that's quite substantial. And they have a couple of different models. So the model on this one is the Birmingham Norris. So it's a like the note card said, it's from their Charles collection, and it talks a little bit about who that was and why they went with that, which I thought was really cool. There are a couple other colors in this collection, and they all looked really nice, honestly. So I'm surprised by this. It's a more tapered pen than I anticipated. Like, I've never had one that's quite this tapered at the tail end compared to the front. It almost feels torpedo-ish to me, but I don't dislike the feel of it in my hand. And I was concerned because this is quite a sharp step down that I would hate this, but my hands hit here and I don't even notice it because there's so much room between. And these grooves for the cap are so smooth that I didn't notice them at all. So just as an FYI, I'm really impressed with the pen itself and how it writes. So yeah, this will be a keeper. Just as an FYI, if you ever did order one of their pens in the mystery boxes and it comes to you and you're like, oh, I hate this pen, they do have a return policy. I think you have to do it within 30 days, but they are the only company I know that does a return policy on their mystery pens. That's how much faith they have in their product. And I really appreciate a company that can really stand behind what they're putting out there. Anyhow, that's everything I have today. Love the box. So happy I grabbed one. Let me know if you grab one too. And a link for Goldspot will be just down below if you want to order your own or use my affiliate link to order other things. So that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, I'll see you real soon.